Hello, Speed Gaming. Welcome to a second attempt here at our first match of the 2020 Any% Glitchless tournament. I am going to be commentating Tasselfoot. I am here with someone.
Hello.
How's it going? And we have this match between Riekelt and GreenSnowDog. We're going to be getting started very shortly, as soon as both of the runners are ready. Plenty of honks going on. I really wish you would stop that for the time being, but I think there's going to be a lot of those going on, so no worries. We're going to be counting them down in just a few seconds, and they will then be off. This is going to be best of 3.
All right, we're just waiting to get a heads up from the runners right now.
Yeah, want to make sure that they're both on the correct screen as well. Timing is going to start on first honk.
Right, seems they are both ready.
All right, we're going to be counting them down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and honk.
Little bit of delay between the live feed and what we see here, so it will be starting off.
How much delay is there?
Just a few seconds. Yeah, there's a little bit of delay here, so.
Yeah, I'm a bit confused by the upper screen.
Oh boy.
Plenty of honking again.
There are so many honks. So, in case for those not familiar, no, both runners are on controller. Both are playing on the PC version. Both are playing with the controller. What you're seeing there is not a glitch, I swear. Even though this is glitchless tournament, so there's going to be no object clips, no object hovers, but there is going to be some physics manipulation that they're able to do without items, such as
having that RNG here,
throwing the gate. Yeah, Riekelt having better RNG. There is lots of RNG throughout Goose Game. I can affect your run by minutes in what is probably going to be about 15 to 17 minute long run for each of these 3.
Yeah, GreenSnowDog and Riekelt are both quite skilled runners, so matches shouldn't go for too long. As you see here, they, as a safety strat, they drop the keys at the sprinkler. There's 2 tasks: you have to steal the keys and you have to put the sprinkler on or get the groundskeeper wet in any way. This is just a way of combining that because the keys have a big priority.
Yeah, so in general for Goose Game, there's going to be 4 areas, and in each of the areas, our runners are going to need to complete a series of tasks. And then when they do a certain number of those tasks, it'll unlock a final task in each area. And then completing the final task will unlock and open up the pathway to the next area. After they complete the 4 areas, they're going to go and grab a bell, and then they're going to have to avoid all of the NPCs and bring the bell all the way back to the start. So
Right.
you can see that Riekelt moved some items while he's waiting here. That is an attempt to manipulate the NPC, who we call Willie, his position on the bell return.
Yeah, but he can. Is he going to try and get the groundskeeper to buy the spade at the end?
Yeah, and we'll also see the runners, carry objects from one area to the next. So it's faster to have the groundskeeper buy back his trowel than it is to have the boy buy back his plane. Who did the routing for this category? A number of people contributed.
Yeah, I think this was mostly a community effort.
So there's, I would say a lot of the people, I mean, a lot of the routing was done early. I've contributed some things. The world record holder is Rowan VDV with a 1244. Rowan has done a lot of the routing. Ritz Blues has done a lot of the routing for it. I would say those are the 3 of us are probably the biggest contributors, but there have been a lot of people along the way who have helped get it to where it is now.
Yeah, I agree though that those are the main contributors. As you see here, there's a few cycles going on here, and with some precise timing, you can just make it. They're just luring the shop lady over with the glass right now. Riekelt having some bad luck with how the broom was thrown down.
Yep, that's some RNG as well.
Yeah. But we're almost on to the next area.
Yep, and so again, we're using an item both to lure the shopkeeper, as well as we're going to use this item in the 3rd area, which is the back garden.
Yeah, it should be noted that generally, if you're holding an item that an NPC owns, they'll chase you, and with chase, they often run. And this is, of course, a lot faster than if they were to take their time and slowly walk over.
Correct.
So we use this in a various amount of ways.
Yep, the prioritization of the NPCs is incredibly important in this run, because every single item and every single task and every single object has a different priority for each NPC, and you can lose significant amounts of time if you do things in the wrong order, so that the NPCs will go and do things you don't want them to be doing at the times you don't want them to be doing them. So
speaking about NPCs, Roger and Tina, they often kill runs, don't they?
That they do. There is huge amounts of RNG between where Tina starts, where she walks to, what piece of the cycle Roger will start on when you enter the area. It's just very, very inconsistent, but we do the best we can. So on Riekelt's side, you can see Roger came down to the bottom part of his yard, which you do not want to happen. GreenSnowDog.
Lucky Tina's not around there though. If Tina was blocking the fence, he would get stuck.
So yeah, so GreenSnowDog doing a better job of grabbing the items, did not lure Roger down. However, GreenSnowDog didn't manipulate Tina well enough, and so as we mentioned with the priorities, the gate is Tina's highest priority thing, and we do not want her to mess with the gate yet. We want her to do these 3 items on the statue first, and go down and do the gate later within the section. What's the average time for this run? I would say anywhere from 13, 14 minutes for the fastest runners to 18 to 20 minutes for mid-level to lower level runners.
Yeah, speaking about priorities, one of the priorities that goes for both the neighbors is talking to each other when when one just breaks something of the other neighbor. There's only 2 occasions that happens, but those conversations do have a certain priority. Defense still always has the top priority, however.
Yeah, so the last thing that we're going to do in this area, which we can see on GreenSnowDog's side, is we're going to get both of his second slipper off from Roger. That's one of the tasks. And then we're going to have him break the vase last. And the reason we do that is exactly what someone just mentioned. It's to avoid having Tina have a conversation with Roger. Because it is a high priority of hers to have that conversation if she sees that the vase is broken. But if she doesn't see, then she'll do all the other things that you want her to do. However, GreenSnowDog having some problems. He didn't actually get Roger to spit out his tea, and then he missed it there. So he's going to need Tina to reset the bell before he can try it again. It's going to be pretty bad on his side. Probably like a minute of time loss.
A minute? Yeah, possibly.
Especially if Tina sees that her vase is broken. Although I think he did a good job of hiding it. Maybe.
Yeah, it will depend on how Tina's gonna pad towards the task after cutting the rose.
Oh no, it's the bust that he had issues. She hasn't done the bust. And that's a lower priority than clipping the squirrel. And lower priority than the bell also. Yeah. So she's going to do the bell, and if she sees the vase, she saw the vase. So now she's going to have a conversation about the vase.
Yeah, meanwhile, on Riekelt's side, Riekelt is just getting out of the back gardens and through this house onto the next area, which will be the pub.
And GreenSnowDog is he's petting the bathtub while he waits. All right, yeah. He's finally getting there.
On Riekelt's side, so Box Lady is nowhere to be seen. Box Lady is an NPC that walks... Oh, there she is. She's an NPC that walks back and forth with a box. As simple as that.
However, she also has the highest priority of the 3 NPCs that move through that walkway, which basically means that going in and out of doors, she pushes other NPCs out of the way.
And that can be...
Yes, it can cause significant problems. She has the top priority. The burly man, who we've named Vinny, he's the bouncer at the front. He has the second priority, and the pub lady up at the top has the lowest priority of the 3.
Yeah, meanwhile, GreenSnowDog seems to finally have gotten Roger's rose little cut and luring Tina towards the the sign.
Yeah. Sure, so call it. GSD will be joining Riekelt in pub very soon. Why don't we do the laundry? It's slow. We don't do any of the gather tasks in any percent glitchless because they're the slowest task in each area, and we're allowed to skip 1 task and still trigger the final task.
Yeah, the only task I'd argue can be slower is when the old man, or by GSD and Riekelt sometimes refer to as Old Man Zeta, when you miss a cycle, it can be very bothersome to just wait until he's back to his cycle again.
Yeah, the old man has 1 long cycle that's about 40 seconds. And so if you miss his dart throw, because you need to interact with him for 2 tasks, you need to pull his chair out and you need to honk when he's about to throw a dart. And if you miss the dart, it can cost you close to 40 seconds as you just wait for that cycle to go around again.
Yeah, really got on a good timing and got the cycle though.
Yeah, overall it's looking like a pretty solid pub. Oh no! I spoke. Wait, commentator curse maybe.
This happened to me the other day as well. Yeah, commentator curse.
So it basically what you want to do is when you're grabbing that toy boat, you want to lure the pub lady to the right side of the pub so that she doesn't see you take it.
Once she sees it, she's gonna prioritize it even over her final task.
Correct. So that's what happened there. And so she needed to go and check and see where it was. It was hidden, so she didn't see it. After which she was then like, "Oh hey, I can go do my final task," which we need. We need 2 of the NPCs for this task. The pub lady goes and moves that top box, which allows us access to the tomatoes, and then we.
Oh, box lady.
Yeah, so you can see box lady and the priorities there in effect with all 3 of them right there. So. And now Vinny's going to go and try to put the tomato down, and we're going to drop the bucket on his head.
To be honest, Riekelt was really lucky there. They can get stuck for a little if that happens.
Yeah, depending upon Box Girl's position, she can like push other NPCs back, and it can lose you 10 to 15 seconds just from that. Is PC faster because of reset times? Yes, but it only impacts 2 categories, 100% in reverse area order, because those are the only categories that you reset during the middle of a run.
Right, Riekelt onto the... Well, I'd say it's the final area, even though it's a small one. Quite literally, it's Model Village. What he's doing here is also not a glitch. He's basically just ducking to get over the fence, and yeah, there's no real glitch happening there, so it's fine in Glitchless.
Yep, just like at the beginning with the gate, you're just taking advantage of the game's physics. You're not doing anything that's glitchy.
Speaking about physics, something's gonna be falling soon.
Is it a bell?
It might be. I have the feeling there will be a lot of honking involved.
I hope not, but maybe. Will we ever break up categories based on the system? No, we have no plans to break up leaderboard categories based on system because it only impacts 2 categories. And
there is, however,
people who play on Switch have held. People who have played on Switch have held world record in those categories. So
there is, however, a banned glitch. I'd say you can bind the grabbing and releasing object button to your mouse wheel when you play on PC to really it's only useful in any percent, but you can get up the tower really quick and grab the bell. However, this is banned because we felt this would actually create too much of an unfair difference between PC and Switch or other consoles.
Correct. No scroll wheel use for fast hacking. Yep. Riekelt having a really nice bell return so far.
Yeah. Also very lucky with how Roger is positioned. I think he should make it out fine. Yeah, he dropped the bell I think he dropped the bell, right? To reset Roger.
Yeah, so on the bell return, basically the NPCs will aggravate on you when you have the bell and are making noise, but if you drop it, they will stop aggravating and aggroing on you. So we take advantage of this by quickly dropping and re-grabbing the bell, which will pause and freeze NPCs for a short period of time so that they don't catch up to us.
Yeah. Also, even this wimpy kid is a bit courageous, but if you honk at him, he just runs away.
He is the wimp, after all. Poor little Timmy.
Yeah.
It's an interesting position for Groundskeeper Willie there on the bell return.
Not the worst, to be honest.
No. Riekelt was prepared for it. And overall, a really, really clean bell return from him. Going to be very low 15.
Yeah, this is a pretty good run so far.
So, and our runner's current PBs, Riekelt's PB is a 14:31, and GreenSnowDog's PB is a 15:55, which he got earlier today.
I believe he just PB'd on stream again.
Did he?
I saw something like that in chat.
I know he PB'd earlier, but that was the 15:55.
Still lots of honking, and that's 1 win for Riekelt.
Yep. And as mentioned, this is best of 3 because these runs are on the shorter side. And we know how much all of you guys like goosing and honking, so didn't want to just give you 15 minutes of it. We needed to give you at least 30, if not 45.
So GreenSnowDog still on the goose chase. He's almost done. Well,
Yep. This is gonna be, or barring a terrible Willy right here, it'll be a 16 for GreenSnowDog. And basically it was the difference in this race came down to the statue in back garden. All of the issues that GSD had. That was probably a minute and a half of time loss, is my guess. It was really, really a lot of problems there.
I do have to point out how lovely it is to have the crowns as the match indicator for Wu1 games.
Great. GSD hitting the bell, the bike bell for some reason, and he's doing the swag for no reason. All right, cool. They're still sub 17.
I think that was GreenSnowDog's way of saying I'm gonna win next one.
I do. I that's what I'm seeing out of that for sure. A lot of goose smack is being talked.
All right. Well, what's the first match?
Yep. We'll see if I don't think the runners are going to need any sort of a break in between. We're just getting confirmation that they're both ready, and so we're gonna count down again for game number 2 here. Yep. So they have been counted down, and as soon as the restream catches up, they will be off in probably 10 or 15 seconds.
Yeah, we'll hear the honk when it happens.
There probably will be honking involved. Probably, you know.
Probably.
At least one.
Didn't you discuss it earlier today? How many mandatory honks there are in this game?
Yeah. We're trying. We started talking last night. Another runner, Phil Trout, and I about the possibility of doing a low honk glitchless run, and we think
responding with the bell just there.
Yeah.
Gotta
swag match swag.
Yeah, Riekelt just got through the gate real easy.
So we think the whole run can be done in 2 honks. The starter honk, and then the final task for the garden requires a mandatory honk as well. So better RNG right there for Riekelt. So he has an early lead. The biggest reset point in the whole run is right there, based upon groundskeeper Willy's RNG.
Luckily, this is not that much time difference compared to messing up in back gardens, as in was seen last run. So if the back gardens go really well for GreenSnowDog, he might have a chance at getting past Riekelt.
Yeah. So this hat positioning can be problematic. It's more precise than it looks like, where you need to drop the hat to get Willy to stop in the correct spot so you can drag the rake past him. And when you don't get it in the correct spot, it causes probably about 8 seconds of time loss.
I think Riekelt was whack honking again. Should be noted that Riekelt and GreenSnowDog do have some friendly rivalry going on. I know they were racing yesterday as well.
Yeah, both of them are members of the BSG community.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who to root for here either. Basically, I just want to see a best of 3. Because more goose is best goose.
Yeah, I agree. It's a really fun game to watch. The music is also very, very chill, to be honest. Really love the compositions in this game.
Ooh, All right, let's see if Riekelt can. Nope, he didn't. He didn't manipulate the shopkeeper. So you can manipulate her there so that she blocks out Willy, and then you can get the broom break before they start the purchase transaction. But it is pretty hard to properly manipulate her to be able to get that. But it is, if you're able to do it, it is the fastest RNG sequence of events in High Street.
To go back on the topic of priorities, for example, the Wimpy Kid has a few different priorities. When he has his glasses on and one of his shoelaces is untied, he'll go to tie it. However, if he's not wearing glasses, he'll just prioritize finding glasses. That said, though, both of these get overridden by a honking goose because his main priority is running away from the goose if the goose is honking.
Yeah. Well, and then he'll fall over if his shoelace is untied.
Yeah, there's only two characters that you can make fall over with their shoes, correct?
Yep. That is Little Timmy and Vinny. Looks like Riekelt has about a 10 to 15 second lead right now as they head into the back garden. But this is really where the run starts. The first two sections are only about 4 minutes or less, and the whole run is probably about 15. So the final three areas are each 3 to 4 minutes long.
Yeah, everything can still change around. RNG or just a small mistake can really lose a lot of time here. Roger luckily didn't notice the slipper on Riekelt's screen. He's trying to get Roger to throw over the glasses right now.
Yeah, he could have just bumped into Roger, and that would have force changed his priority. It's one of those weird things that if an NPC is standing still thinking about something and you bump into them, it will immediately have them stop thinking about it and go on to their next priority. Like right there. Riekelt did it accidentally that time, whereas before he should have done it intentionally.
Well, worked out this time. Not sure if he
actually
noticed
it didn't. He did not want to bump into him there. So definite some time loss. He's going to miss the cycle as a result of those missteps.
True, I guess that's a good chance for GreenSnowDog to catch up, however, so who knows?
Yeah, we'll see if GSD has a better sequence of events with the bust than he did last run. Unfortunately, Tina is seeing the gate again, just like last run. Riekelt has gotten the bust finished, and he's getting the T. Yeah, I was gonna say GSD was still missing an item. I think I'm worried that GSD is going to make the same mistake that he made last run. He is looking primed to do the same mistake again.
Yeah, it seems like it's gonna be it won't be working out in his favor this time.
No, it looks like he is learning a little bit. He's not trying to lure Tina, which is good. So he is minimizing his time loss, thankfully.
I do know you gave him some advice prior to the race about when to honk and when not, because he screwed himself over with a run by honking.
Yeah, just in one place though. It did save him a couple of seconds.
Yeah, speaking about honking, it's a way to attract attention, but if you do it at the wrong place and the wrong time, it can because some actions can be actually interrupted, but other actions, when they're interrupted, the NPCs will go back to them regardless of what interrupted it.
Yeah. Alright, so Riekelt is finishing up his movement here. GSD learned a little bit, but you noticed that he was just standing right next to Tina while she was thinking about the goose statue being gone. Again, that's a situation all he had to do was move and bump into her, and it would have instantly changed her priority to the ribbon. Instead, he just stood there and waited, and so that cost him 3 or 4 seconds. So it's about a 30-second lead now, maybe more because Tina is up top on GSD's side. So,
Yeah,
and Tina loves to chase after her bra. It is, fun fact, it's faster to grab the bra than it is the sock. Because if you grab the sock will drag on the ground, slowing you down. Whereas if you grab the bra, it does not. It drags on the ground also, but it doesn't slow you down for whatever reason.
Physics, interesting.
Yeah. Goose Game physics are not the physics that you learned as a child. They are not your normal high school physics.
No, this is not any percent, but also in any percent there is some interesting physics going on. So we're about to see where Boxy was. I think he had the same cycle as last time.
Yeah, that's the normal box girl cycle and placement. Sometimes she can be slightly further forward, which really can be problematic and can prevent you from getting into the pub. But most times she's in the spot that she was in right there, which allows you to sneak on by and get into the pub.
So GC about to get out of the back gardens as well.
It's got Vinny chasing him, but
he should be good.
Yeah, Vinny's no match because we are the fastest goose.
Well, Riekelt is indeed the fastest goose right here. Seems he's about to win this one.
Hopefully he makes the cycle. This dart cycle. Oh, that was very weird. He is completely off cycle right now, and I don't know why. If I was him, I would go turn the water on for the boat, and then come back and make the dart cycle. But he's going to play it safe here, and he is just going to wait. And he's going to wait, and he's going to do darts.
GreenSnowDog still has to catch up with some tasks, so he should be good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Reek can afford to wait and play it safe because he does have about a 30-second edge still.
Yeah, it's 30 seconds CMAC, but let's hope this time the boat doesn't get seen.
Yeah, and the bell return, I have lost a full-on minute or more in the bell return before. Sometimes it can go horribly wrong.
That said, there was a discussion as well, thinking about other methods to get the bell to a certain location, because during the bell return, certain pathways get blocked off, which is why we have to face off against so many NPCs. However, there was this discussion about maybe letting the bell fall onto some object, some draggable object, to keep those pathways open up until a certain point, but I don't think we've found any significant progress.
No, that would be a really big brain strategy if it was something that the community was able to figure out. But
I think it would be too slow for what's possible. For example, we could have used the box, but the box is very finicky with its physics, so it's not really something that would save any time.
So, in the meantime, Riekelt finished with the pub. Looks like he's got about probably a 45-second lead at this point.
I see him placing the pepper down there. Would you happen to know why?
No, I have no idea why he did that. That is pure time loss. Because of exactly what's happening right now. I don't know why he did that. That was not a good idea.
Maybe it was salt and he just wanted to express his feelings.
Or perhaps he was throwing out a Hail Mary, trying something new that he thought maybe would be beneficial.
Maybe,
it did not work out. He's having more trouble right here. He is not going to lure Vinny in. Yep. Because Vinny, he honked and Vinny was too far away to hear it. So, yep. Oh, nope, he's going to have the problem again. He is... Here you go. Okay, now he's slowly getting him there. That's sometimes the problem, is if you try to go too fast, you can get ahead of the NPCs and then they'll stop and stop chasing you, and then they're out of your range.
Yeah, in the meantime, we see Riekelt on the belt chase already. I think about a minute lead by now. Seems he's gonna win this one. Oh, he has some bad RNG exiting the pub, however. He managed to lure them away. Is there, if you're too slow, is there any cycles that can really mess you up in pub on the bell chase?
Yeah, if you get some situations where Box Girl is actually carrying a box into the back of the garden, or the back of the pub, that's really bad. There are some times where Pub Lady will be right in your pathway for some reason. Sometimes you can have both Vinny and the Box Girl walking out of the pub at the same time, and they wind up being in a position that you can't easily avoid. Sometimes you lure Old Man into the area as well, and you just wind up getting inundated with 3 or 4 NPCs at once, and Vinny's trying to push you out, and another NPC is stealing the bell. That's where you can lose a minute in the bell return, is if it goes really wrong in the pub.
Right. I think there's also not much that can go wrong for Riekelt anymore. Oh. Spoke too soon.
Yeah, so a little safe there, but getting away clean, it looks like.
He managed to outplay them. Luckily, we as the goods can go under certain objects. Humans can't as easily, so yeah. Groundskeeper is in a bit of an inconvenient location.
Although that is the most common place for them to be.
Yeah. Well, at least he should be. Yeah, he's at the water, I don't think.
Yeah, and he's home free. Looks like it's going to be about a 1526, 1527. And GSD is probably going to come in similar, if not a little bit faster than his previous run. So, and GG to Riekelt there.
Indeed. That was pretty fun to watch, I'd have to say. And he be flapping his wings.
There you go. Victory. The victory wing flap. Yeah. Unfortunately, we're not able to use GSD's audio, so I cannot flip that audio over to him. So we're just gonna get some nice sound of silence as we continue to watch GSD finish things up. He is clear of Groundskeeper Willie and is gonna get that bell back. Actually, looks
almost
like
there.
Yeah, it's going to be right around a similar time as his previous run. Looks to be about a 16:38, unless he does any extra swag stuff at the end like he did last run.
Who knows? Maybe it's your call. Nope, I think he's going to just put the bell down. Oh, he did exactly that.
Cool. He's a sad goose. And there we go. That is the first match of our any percent glitchless Goose Game tournament. It is double elimination, so GreenSnowDog has not been eliminated yet. He's just going to have to fight his way through the losers bracket.
Yeah, the next, I believe the loser of this one, so GreenSnowDog, will be against the loser of the next match tomorrow, correct?
Is that your match?
That is indeed my match.
Yeah.
I'm against Faye.
Yes, and so you are correct then. The GreenSnowDog will be facing the loser of tomorrow's race, which is someone, my co-commentator here, against
Hello.
Faye Chrysalis.
I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, so I say thank you all for watching, and hope you enjoyed it.
Yep, I don't think we're going to have any interviews with the winners. I think that is where we're going to call it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you tomorrow for Someone versus Faye Crystallis at 2 p.m. Eastern.
I do see GreenSnowDog joining in. We can have a short interview. We can ask GreenSnowDog about the cycle in at Gardens.
Oh, hey, GSD.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Sad Goose.
Yeah, what happened in back garden?
I don't know, man. It all ruined from there. Honestly, I don't know. It just mentally got broke.
Well, it happens sometimes.
Well, throughout the beginning 2 runs, bad Willy, but then back High Streets was alright, but then yeah, that's after Back Gardens, that's where it all went downhill.
Yeah, that is where runs do tend to go if they are going to die. But it was a good showing. It was consistent from you, and appreciate it. And you get to face your losers bracket match from the loser of tomorrow. So
Yeah.
Looking forward about possibly going up against you, GreenSnowDog. That's all I'll say.
Yeah. Well, no, I am confused as everyone as well with everything I've done in Back Gardens and what is it, the pub?
Well, you got some time to practice now.
True.
Reek, congratulations.
Hello.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Hello, GG.
How did things
GG.
go? What are your thoughts?
Not the best execution. Had some pretty alright luck. Not on Roger, Willy, unfortunately. The escape, both could be faster, but other than that, not too disappointed with the runs.
Yeah, they seemed both pretty clean, pretty consistent, low 15s, both runs. Nothing to be too upset about, I think, right?
Looking for tournament matches, definitely not.
So, yeah. I hope that I get to move along and battle against you.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. I'll be looking forward to it.
So, anything else you guys want to say?
I don't know what I
keep
did with
on
the
going.
pepper.
Yeah, that was an interesting strategy with the pepper.
I didn't see what I was holding. I was too focused with the old man. So realizing later, oh, I had pepper.
It almost worked.
Besides all of that mess, yeah, it was something.
That it was. So, thank you guys. That was a great race. Look forward to both of yours next matches, and everyone look forward to the match that we have set up for tomorrow. We'll see you guys then.
I was someone.
Take care. Bye, guys.
Have a good evening, afternoon.
Honk.